by you. I can't afford to do any of this stuff on my disability alone. It's $600 a month, and it's barely enough to live on. So if I do anything with the show, it's with your help and your support. Don't forget to keep us in your prayers. We've got a lot of issues, but we're working through them as best we can, staying strong and with faith in the Lord. Thank you so much for your prayers, and that really means the most to us, keeping us covered in prayer. And it's just awesome. I can't believe the love and support that we get from you guys. So all the evil stuff that I see a lot of goodness too.
Not even children are immune to the atrocities being committed by these Al-Qaeda rebels. Well, I guess they're not rebels anymore. They're in charge of the government now. In a scene harking back to the Crusades, this young boy was impaled on a metal pole by the advancing Al-Qaeda terrorists. Let's just call them that. What his crime was, we'll never know. What the hell kind of people are these? Do we really want these people in charge of Libya? Look at what we've done. My God. I have never been so ashamed of my government as I am today. Muammar Gaddafi was no saint, but in his 41 years as the ruler of Libya, he never came close to the level of brutality that's been displayed since this fake revolution was started by the banksters and the CIA. Compared to what we've just witnessed, Gaddafi was right up there along with Mother Teresa and Gandhi. And with an Islamist government waiting in the wings, the future for ordinary Libyans is looking pretty doggone dim. It's true that he was a thorn in the side of the West for years. But in recent years, Gaddafi had given up terrorism, and he had halted his WMD programs altogether. Anymore, he was not much more than a minor annoyance.
Part of the issue with Gaddafi was he was very demonstrably drawing down his old WMD capability. Now that the raw materials were there, and those needed to be secured, but I remember, and in fact I talked to a journalist who was there for a long time through the summer, and he was saying there was nothing weaponized because they'd very deliberately stopped that program and were kind of in the process of disposing of it all. So we've got to be a bit careful.
Yeah, Muammar Gaddafi was no saint, but neither was he the monster that the mainstream media has been portraying him as since last February. So who's going to protect the members of Gaddafi's tribe, the people that supported him, or the hundreds of thousands of black Libyans from the genocide that's being waged now by the new ruling class? I guess it doesn't matter now, because the banksters have their bank. So before I go throw up, I'm going to share one more clip with you. This video is of Secretary of State Hillary Clinton, and it was taken candidly. She didn't know that the camera was rolling. This is what she said at the moment it was confirmed that Muammar Gaddafi had been killed.
Yes, we came, we saw, he died. Did it have anything?
She thinks this is funny. No real feeling human being would make jokes about a defenseless old man, regardless of what he'd done in the past, that's been shot in both legs so that he can't escape, then brutalized, sodomized, and beaten nearly to death until somebody mercifully offed him, one in the chest, one in the head. And Hillary's not the only cold-blooded reptilian slinking around the offices of the White House these days. After he killed Al-Awlaki and his 16-year-old son a few weeks ago, President Obama decided he's got jokes too.
But boys don't get any ideas. I have two words for you: predator drones. You will never see it coming.
Remember the Bush clip from before? Well, he can get in on this too.
Those weapons of mass destruction got to be somewhere. Oh, no weapons over there. Maybe under here. Oops, this photo wasn't supposed to be in here. This is the Skull and Bone secret signal. I like this next picture a lot. It's hard to get Rumsfeld to laugh, but when he does, boy, it is worth it.
What kind of psychopaths do we have running our government? Are they mentally damaged in some way that they can joke about the suffering of anybody, much less when they start a war for no reason that takes the lives of hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people? They laugh, they make jokes. You need to do something about this, people.
I told you you wouldn't believe it. You'll never see any of that in the mainstream media, but it's all absolutely 100% true. I got the words right out of the horse's mouth, too, right from a NATO spokesman. So there's no denying it. There was no legitimate reason for the United States or NATO to go to war in Libya. That whole thing was nothing but a lie. Now, we need to share this information, folks. I don't mind walking point, but I need you to have my six and my flanks. I need you to share this on Twitter, put it on Facebook, put it on Reddit. Speaking about Facebook, when you put it on there, don't just put it on your own timeline. Put it in each of the groups that you belong to. You wouldn't believe how incredibly powerful you people are. How incredibly powerful a tool the internet is. We can get this information out there, and maybe we can stop these murders that are being committed in our name. The very same Al-Qaeda terrorists that overthrew Muammar Gaddafi, Belhaj and al-Assadi, are in Syria right now, fighting with the Free Syrian Army, with funds and training courtesy of Barack Hussein Obama. They're wiping out entire Christian villages. You don't see this on the mainstream media because they're all complicit in it. I mean, sure, they'll touch on it, but they don't go into the horrors of what is really happening in Syria right this very minute. Christians are being beheaded for their faith. They're being crucified. Men, women, children being torn apart. Their heads being used as soccer balls. I can't show you most of the stuff that I've seen on YouTube. But if you really want, there are shock sites out there, places that haunt my dreams, where you can see exactly what's going on. All you got to do is Google it and have the guts to watch. But I wouldn't recommend it. It'll put a black mark on you. It's a heavy burden to know how cruel men can be to one another. And this insane cruelty is being paid for with your tax dollars. Why don't you do something about it? At the very least, share this show in every way that you can. Don't forget to subscribe to The Truth is Viral on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter at The Truth is Viral. Go to The Truth is Viral forum at ttiv.forummotion.com. My Marine brother Jimmy is doing an awesome job keeping that place up to date. I'll put it up on against any forum on the internet. Subscribe to the blog at bobpowell.blogspot.com, and then if you are financially able, donate to this mission, because they're taxing me pretty heavily. My disability benefits are just about gone. The more I report, the less I get. Well, and as it should be. I'm just starting to be able to make a living with this. Be able to pay my bills. And that's all I care about. It really is. Just be able to put some food on the table and keep the lights on. We've never had a fancy lifestyle, and I don't see any reason to change that now. So, all the money that is donated to the show does go into the show. Like that technology that I bought that allows me to broadcast live from anywhere. That's going to come into... it's going to come in very handy this spring. Major General Paul Valley is calling for a march on Washington, D.C. And I know it's been tried before. But we've got to keep on trying. We've got to keep on trying. Can't just lay down and die. Thank you for watching The Truth is Viral. My name is Bob Powell. And as always, God bless. Semper Fi. And hoorah, I'm going to go ahead and pay some more bills.
Thank you for watching The Truth is Viral with your host, Bobby Powell. Make sure to follow The Apocalypse on Twitter at The Truth is Viral. Like The Truth is Viral on Facebook, and if you can, please remember to donate to the cause via PayPal at www.bobpowell.blogspot.com.